Hi, my name is Made Eva Anggraini. Today I will explain about the national language and language planning. National and official language. In the 1960s, the Paraguayan government used two different terms to distinguish between the status of Spanish and Guarani. Guarani was declared the national language, while Spanish was an official language of Paraguayan. Example, Singapore has four official languages, English, Malay, Mandarin, and Tamil. Only one of them is also the national language. Official status and minority language. Often it shares this official status with an indigenous language, such as Malay in Malaysia, Swahili in Tanzania, and Gilbertese in Kiribati, but interestingly, English is not legally an official language of England, the USA, or New Zealand. Planning for a national official language from function and attitudes. There are generally four interrelated steps. 1. Selection causing the variety or to be developed. 2. Codification. Standardizing its structure or linguistic feature. 3. Elaboration, extending its function for use in new domains. 4. Scoring its acceptance. Tanzania selecting a code. The first president of Tanzania, Julius Nyerere, called Swahili a language of the Bantu language family, which is widely used throughout the country as a lingua franca in many contexts. Codifying and elaborating Swahili. In the 1920s and southern variety of Swahili, used in Zanzibar, was selected as the basis for the standard. The fact that it was being used in primary education and for administration means standardization was essential. It is codification in developing a standard spelling system describing the grammar of the variety selects as the new standard, and adding the dictionary to record its vocabulary. Attitudes to Swahili. The charisma of Nyerere himself carried over to the language he used intensively in his speech and his political writings. Swahili serves a lingua franca in the country with hundreds of different tribal vernaculars. Developing a standard variety in Norway. Upper-class people spoke Danish with Norwegian pronunciation in formal situations and a compromise between that and local Norwegian dialect in formal contexts. Selecting a coding. Essentially, the Norwegian government had the choice of developing a national language from standard Danish or from local Norwegian dialects. Developing vocabulary. In New Zealand, the Maori Language Commission has often been asked for advice on vocabulary for new contexts and use of Maori, as people want to use to for new functions such as writing official documents and teaching mathematics and geography. The linguistic role in the language planning. Samuel Johnson's 40,000 word dictionary was a landmark in the codification of English thought. As example, 7 demonstrate he had few illustrations about the lexical rules. Codification and elaboration. The name-north selection, which involved amalgamating features from several dialects, is the most intriguing from a linguistic point of view. Acceptance. The Maori language Commission can recommend that certain linguistic forms be adopted by the media and youth in school, just as the Norwegian government regularly publishes its list of upper words. Acquisition planning. Having considered the language role at the micro level of codification, it is useful finally to return to the macro level of language planning activities. The last conclusion, language planning is defined more simply as deliberate language change. This covers a wide variety of activities including the introduction of the